morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Jake. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Brandon. How are you
Hey,
feeling?
good. Doing better. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's hard when you're not feeling well.
Yeah, I, but I'd say way better than I was.
Oh, good. Did you get to go to the meeting this morning?
No, I didn't this morning.
That's
No,
okay.
yeah, I could tell you later.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Evelyn. Okay. Hi there, Deborah. Where's
Good
the light?
morning.
Where's the light on your face?
I don't know.
You have to go in front of a window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There, we can see a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good
Okay.
morning, Sigalam. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning,
Morning.
Leah. Good morning, Victoria. We have you on, one of the first on. You know, we have people who are trying to get on, but unfortunately their Zoom is slow. One of them is Vicky. So she says she's continuing to try to get on. And then Beverly's phone went down, so we'll work with it. So, but thank you all for being here. We'll wait just a minute or so, and then we'll go over the agenda items for today. So don't you love this fall weather? It's just much cooler than that terrible, terrible heat. So, okay, let him do that. Okay, alrighty. Well, let me pause this music. Um, okay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's look at the agenda for today. So let me put it up. All right, so welcome to Zoom. And then we will have a Business Expo update from Victoria, since we don't have Beverly here. However, I did find out more information from Beverly yesterday. And then we'll take a look at our BHHS Resource Center, because I would like to show you how to utilize it, because it is a powerful tool. And you know, oftentimes we do it once, but then we forget. Unless you practice, then you won't be able to keep it going. Let me see. Does it look like we're recording, guys? All right. Good morning, Betty Jo. We'll look at a deep dive into property taxes with Vicki Heddish. So hopefully she gets online soon. And then Ragnar will go over an update on the mortgage industry. Let us know the good, the bad, and the ugly about it. And just a reminder that he'll be doing a lunch and learn tomorrow on how to get our buyers to say yes, because rising interest rates are prohibiting them from saying yes, because they're getting scared. So hopefully hopefully you can join us. I will be there. I'm making arrangements so that I can join everyone, because remember what Christy Budnick said, nose to nose and toes to toes. So I'd like to get nose to nose with you. Well, maybe toes to toes is better, because we still want to be safe. And then some housekeeping items, okay? The quote for this week is, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. And I like this quote, especially for the end of the year, because what I'm asking you to do is start planting seeds now, meaning connect with your sphere of influence in any way that you can. Just to remind them, you don't have to say I'm a realtor, but you know, they probably already know that you are, but having FaceTime, nose to nose, toes to toes, or ear to ear will help, you know, keep you top of mind. So let me unshare the screen and let me show you a few pictures from our from the Business Expo of this past weekend, okay? And I'm sorry that Beverly is not able to join us yet, because I do want to make, just want to give her kudos for taking leadership for the Business Expo this over the weekend. Here she is pictured with two of our wonderful agents who did teamwork. And I know that Perry was very involved, Deborah. It's Deborah's husband, helped them get that easy up. up for them. So I heard all the good things about him and how they protected him when you were saying some stuff.
Thank you. You know us wise. We always so critical.
Yeah, well, it's the ones that are closest to us that are critical, right? But I know that Beverly and Jackie were very thankful for his help on the weekend. And look at this beautiful booth with what you guys did. It was a harvest theme, and I understand that our booth was the only booth that really took on this harvest theme. So thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Jackie. I know you guys pitched in with getting pumpkins and tablecloths. It looked beautiful. And then let me show you this other picture. I like it especially, and I'm hoping that Victoria likes it. Can you see this?
I can see it a
Victoria's
little.
picture? Okay, so this is Victoria in action in the booth. And you see all the flyers that are available, and then the candy bags that are there. Let me make it bigger. See, there you go. So it was a Halloween candy bags, and then there's the business cards. And what I really appreciated from Victoria is that she included other people's business cards in the mix. And I said, why did you do that, Victoria? Because you're the one that was there. And she said it's because she's a team player. And so I was very proud of her for saying that. And Victoria, since you're on the call, give us some of your feedback from the Business Expo.
Well, everybody was pretty much, friendly. They came up, they asked questions. Some of them unaware that we were a realtor team. So I had to explain that to them as well, as far as what we do. And they really appreciated, they came up mostly because of candy. Everybody loves candy. So my idea was, okay, why not put everybody's business card on top of the candy? And, they're going to walk around with it. They're going to see it. If they have any questions, they'll call at least one of us to figure out, what they want to do. Or if they have any questions, they could contact us. But I was just basically trying to get out of my comfort zone and talk to everyone.
Now, I heard that you were a little apprehensive about being in the booth. You want to
Yes.
just share that a little bit?
I'm pretty shy.
Victoria?
But I decided to, push past my fears and just say hi to everybody. I answer any questions anybody may have.
So, you were stretching your comfort zone. And
Yes.
you were very anxious prior to that, right?
Yes.
But you pushed through it. And I think you look like you actually had a good experience.
Yes, I did. I did have a good experience. Everybody was friendly. We exchanged cards. We even went around to other booths to give them our cards.
Yes.
As well.
And I want to say that this is in line with the theme planting seeds, because it's important to plant those seeds. We're planting seeds now, but don't expect it to already have a harvest by tomorrow. It takes time. And so that's why we're doing it now, end of October, all the way through November, December, and getting into 2023. So it's important. I love what you said, that you stepped out of your comfort zone. And, when you're in real estate, we know people can be shy. However, we got to push through that comfort zone. And, shy people, sometimes I find them to be the most authentic and generous and kind individuals. So when you push through your comfort zone and you meet with people, they're going to like you. So that's an important asset to have, is push through, because you have something to share. So thank you, Victoria, for being there, first of all. And I know that Evelyn Ramirez also attended, but I know she can't talk right now because she's at work, but she's listening in. But if you want to type anything in the chat, Evelyn, that would be great. And, you mentioned, Victoria, that people didn't even know what home services was, the term home services, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. And I say that rather than looking at it in a negative light, saying, oh, people don't even know I'm in real estate. Guess what? This is a great conversation starter, because people came up to you, I'm sure, asking, well, what is home services? So this is an opportunity to share with them, that we are, home services encompasses everything from selling and buying a home to being your forever agent, which includes being able to give you referrals for flooring, painting, roof, plumbing, etc., staging, what have you. Anything that has to do with a home, we are available. We provide services. So one of the things that we're going to work on too, besides contacting our sphere, is we're going to put together a little brochure that has some of these people that we can refer. Many of you work in different locations. I have really good people that I work with that I like to refer people to. And then, but I'm sure you also have people. So I'd like you to start beginning to think of what other home services are you familiar with that you would highly recommend individuals, and what are those kinds of services? Sometimes I might not think about it. I don't know, like a fireplace cleaner, something like that. We just need to be able to provide those services. So we'll put together a brochure that we can send out at the beginning of the year, January, February, so that we begin educating the public on what home services is. And so I think it's a great jumping off point to start to let people know who we are. So it's up to us. Our global network's doing a lot of things. And I forgot to mention, remember last week, Christy Butnick says that in 2023, they're going to focus on sharing with the public what we do. People don't know that there's a lot that goes behind a real estate transaction. So they're going to be putting together commercials and marketing pieces to educate the public on what we do. So that's going to dovetail with who we are and showing people that we are home services, everything from real estate, selling, buying, to all the other things. Okay. So thank you, Victoria, for sharing today. And thank you for being there. And thank you to those who participated in the event. And we will do it again. This was the first year back since the pandemic. So it was planting seeds. And the weather was a little gray, overcast, but I think sometimes that's good because it's hard to work taking down that easy up when it's hot weather. But I just am impressed with the beautiful booth that you guys were able to do. So I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not able to join you, but I work behind the scenes, and then you guys were in the forefront. So that's what teamwork does. I appreciate it. Thank you. So let's see. Right now, let me just do that BHHS resource demonstration, okay? Because I want you guys to learn how to use some of the tools that we have in our Marketing Resource Center. So I wanted to share with you, hold on. Okay. Do you see this flyer here? Oops. Can you see that flyer? It says daylight savings time. Anyone? Can you see it? Let me do it over. Oh, I guess it didn't show. Let me do it again. Okay, do you see this daylight savings time flyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. This is found in our Marketing Resource Center, and it's coming up November 6th. And so I thought, let's get a little head start so you could play around with it in the Marketing Resource Center. So there are different templates, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So hold on. Let me get in there. Okay. You see my BHHS resource?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you log in, you'll see these 8 purple tiles, and the tile that you're going to enter is called Marketing Resource. So here it is. Okay, and so there's different tiles here. Specialty, there's market a property, market yourself, specialty marketing, or commercial marketing. I believe you guys should all have this now, because I know Evelyn Chu was getting a flyer for commercial real estate, but her tile wasn't showing, and I don't think it showed in all yours, but I think we got it fixed. So this, but what we'll do, let me say this, let's see, we'll just say market yourself. Okay, we'll click on market yourself. And then we type in here on the search box on the left side, I'm going to type in daylight savings time, and I'll click enter. And then it should bring up all the different flyers or marketing pieces. And I think Ali Diaz calls them assets. So I can do this for myself, but I think I'll do it for one of you. So Betty Jo, I see that your tile is showing up in my screen. So I'm going to change to Betty Jo. Okay, so I can do this for all of you guys, but I want you to learn this for yourself. So let me find, let's see if I can do this. Let's see, California properties. Okay. Library admin. Okay. Let me find Betty Jo's section. Okay. Betty Jo. There you are, Betty Jo. So we're going to click in yours. But you guys, when you do this for yourself, okay. Okay. Oh, I don't think you have the commercial on yours, Betty Jo, but we're going to look for daylight savings time. Okay. Did you see that? I just put in daylight savings time.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. So let's pick one. Which one do you like, Betty Jo? Just quickly.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
pick
You like
the one
red?
that you had, the one you
Same
had,
one
or
I
this,
had?
yeah,
Okay. Was it, okay.
I think it's,
This one?
okay.
Okay. So see how I clicked on it?
Mhm.
Use. Okay. All right. And so what we will do is on the top right, it says get started. And I'll just say, this is for Betty Jo. Daylight. And so when I'm doing this now, it saves it into your library. So in the future, if you want it again, it's there. Okay.
So would we type in our names over there, or is it, you're
No,
just
your
typing it
name,
in?
all of you, all your names are already uploaded in there.
Okay,
I'm doing it because I'm the manager and I'm just trying to pick one of you to be
Okay.
in here. But for you, you'll only have your name and your contact information.
okay,
But you see Betty Jo's picture already shows up. Yours will show up too. And see, it says it's that time of year again. So turn our clocks back. What I did, if you click in here, I added November 6th, Sunday, November 6th. Okay.
okay.
So it's there. And then here's your side here. If you want to add anything else, it says sales professional, if you want that, or if you want realtor. What do you want, Betty Jo?
Realtor?
You want realtor. Okay, so I'll just change it. See how
Mhm.
easy it is to do that?
Yeah,
And what's cool is that now we'll save it. Okay. You know what? I can't see. Let me do something here. Okay. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is preview it. So there it is. Let me make it bigger. See, it will have your name and your contact information. But I'm hoping you guys can see how easy that was. But I would encourage you to just go play around with it. And then Betty Jo, I will send this to you so that you can have it. And you can
Okay.
send it. But
thank you.
another thing is you can actually send it through your Sage. So it goes to all your contacts if you have it in your CRM. If you don't, you can email them separately to your
Okay.
clients, or you can post it on your social media. They even have some that are just social media specific, but this one is kind of a email one. So let me unshare. Let me do this thing here. But see, what you could do is click on this email on the right, and then if you are, what you could do is you can add recipients to it, and then schedule a time for it to be sent. See, here's the bottom here in the middle, schedule or send now. You know, we could schedule it to send out next Wednesday, but let's see, we can add a contact. Look at how easy this is. I'm gonna put your email address, okay, Betty Jo?
Okay.
Betty Jo Mulhern. What's your email?
You want the, how about real estate by Betty Jo at Gmail, or you want BHHS?
No, I'll put this one, Betty Jo
At Gmail.
gmail.com. Okay, so see, now I'm going to add it. I'm going to add and close, but you can keep add it and then keep adding new people into it. Okay, but I'll add and close.
Mhm.
And then later you can let me know if you got it. And then see here it says schedule. If you click schedule, you can actually pick a day that you want it to go out.
Okay.
Okay, so like we could, well, today we want it to send out today so you can see it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so I'm not going to schedule it, but I'm going to just send it now. Okay, so
Okay.
I am sending now. See how simple that was?
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to just practice. And then I am recording this video so that you can relook at it again. Okay, so let me exit the screen. And we're going to turn it over to Vicki. But before Vicki begins, I'd like Deborah Little to share her experience. And let me tell you this, when I choose an agenda for our meetings, it's usually from what others of you are experiencing. And I figure that we can learn from other people's experience. So I want to try to make it as relevant as possible. So Deborah, unmute yourself and share with us your recent experience.
I have a client that's looking to purchase up the hill, brand new construction, and I wanted to confirm what the special assessments were. And Miss Vicki was very available over the weekend. I bothered her on Sunday. And on Monday, I had what I needed. Thank you, Miss Vicki. So, FYI, different areas up in Victorville have different tax rates. One was 1.8, one was 1.2, and they all said the special assessments was included. But of course, we have to find out for ourselves. So with Vicki's help, I would find out that my client would have an additional $480 a year added to her 1.2 tax assessment, which is not a lot. It's like $40 a month, but that $40 can hurt sometimes. So that was my experience. And I just want to be on point in everything I do with my clients because I do not want anyone coming back saying, look what you did. So I do what best I can to use the great resources we have to cover my clients the best way possible.
Thank you, Deborah. Yes, and you know, your experience, I think all of us sometimes forget what all the supplemental taxes are, the special assessments, mellow ruse, but and they can add up. So I thought it would be good if Vicki can share with us what these different, you know, as a reminder, some of you already know, but sometimes it's difficult for us to explain it to our clients. So we'll hear from the expert.
All right. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm still under the weather a little bit, but I'm here. So thank you for having me. And Debbie, that was great that you did that because taxes, property taxes, first of all, are A, confusing, and B, can hit you blindsided sometimes and your clients. So with what Debbie had on new construction, I was very surprised that we could get her information because on new construction, these new builds, when, as far as title goes, when the development has not already been fully developed, because the parcel numbers will change, and actually you can't just, they don't have parcel numbers yet sometimes and stuff, so we can't just go, hey, here's the APN and here's the property taxes. So with her help, because I needed a tract number for Lindsay, my guy in customer service, to hunt that down, excuse me. So with her help, it mattered, and that we were able to get her what she needed. So yes, that tract number, anytime on new construction, again though, come to me. I'm going to ask you the questions and you're going to give me the answers, and we help get it all resolved. So it's teamwork, right? So on those special assessments, people do get a little confused, not confused, but what are they? First of all, and now I've sent Leilani a few
Which one do you want me to
flyers.
bring up
So let's do the special assessment one.
first? Okay. Hold on.
This is a new flyer, actually. And
It's coming up. Hold on.
it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that?
And
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, that one's fine.
No.
We
Let
can
me
do the
take
other
this
one.
off because you wanted special assessments and I
That's
have it
okay.
in an order. So let me do
Okay, because we can do that one next.
do it later. Yeah. Okay. Special assessments. Is that showing up?
Not quite
What are
yet.
special?
I
Okay.
see it right here. I see it.
Okay, let me do it again. Okay. Can you see that?
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what are special assessments? I think we all know on a tax bill, every single property is going to have a special assessment. It's not just, oh, let's have we're going to pay $500,000 for a house. It's going to be assessed for 510,000, and we're going to pay per California the whatever percent ad valorem rate, and it's not that simple. So every single property does have special assessments because we have the streets and the power lines and all of the fire departments and parks, and so they add these things on to us, the taxpayers. So what are special assessments? If you go down, if you look on a tax roll, you'll see under the special assessments section, you'll see as it states, there's just kind of the base tax is that usually 1% of the assessed value is where their base comes from. So that's a given. So anything below that are special assessments. When you see a tax rate, it is included in that tax rate because remember, anything over the 1% is going to be okay, why do we have a 1.8% tax rate? Why do we have a 2% tax rate? Because of the special assessments. And those are going to be, as you look in here, see this PACE Hero lien, that's not normal. But what is that? That's important because somebody's gotten solar or green grass or fake grass or windows or something energy efficient. They've gone through the county and they have applied the loan to their tax roll. And that will be on a prelim, that will be in your property profile, and that has to be paid off. So that's a misnomer on that because a lot of people think that the buyer's going to assume it. The lender won't allow it. But PACE Hero lien, that will be in red on whenever you get your property profile, or even if you look it up on a special assessments, it'll be in red. Sorry. On the CFDs, now those are like for the fire districts and stuff like that. That's for our police, fire, and our parks. It's what they add on to for the municipal stuff in our neighborhoods. Now that is not a Mello-Roos. Okay, so these are just all special assessments. CFDs and all this vector control, this is just all little baloney stuff that's gonna always be there. Mello-Roos, now these are obviously going to be different codes according to the different property. We can have a different tax. I get this question all the time. What's the tax rate in Rialto? Wait, the tax rate it can vary from block to block, neighborhood to neighborhood because of the special assessments. So there isn't just a set tax rate for a set city. And so with that being said, this is just special assessments. There's always going to be them. These are usually fixed assessments, which means they're going to never go away. They can add more CFDs, which are the fire departments, and they do it. They build another school, they build another fire department. They will add that to your property taxes. Now,
And
if you can, go ahead.
Vicki, CFD stands for
Community Facilities District.
okay.
Yeah. So, and if you look up, if you go like see that the code number there, whenever you can Google that in whatever city, you're like CFD, whatever number that is, they'll pop it up on Google, and then you can find out what it is, exactly what it is, and when it was applied. They aren't going to go away. Usually, CFDs aren't going to go away. Mello-Roos will most likely go away. Now, Mello-Roos will be here too. These assessments here, we're going to pop up that Mello-Roos in a second, but these special assessments here, these are gonna, your PACE hero is gonna be in red. Why? Because that's an alert. It's a red alert. It's like, okay, that's gotta be attention. We've got to get that gone. That's something that is not, what should I say, fixed. A fixed assessment is gonna be like in black and white on the tax roll.
But not everybody has the PACE hero.
No, and most everybody does not at all.
That's why it's in red, to alert you.
Correct. Yes. Now, these other ones won't be in red. The CFD, actually, I think I just saw one. The CFD might be in red on your tax roll, just as an alert that that's not a, like your lighting just for your street lights and stuff like that. Mello-Roos will be in red.
You want me to go to Mello-Roos now?
Yeah, let's go to Mello-Roos, and it won't say Mello-Roos
It'll say something.
on your assessments. That will say whatever the bond is, because a Mello-Roos is a city bond.
Okay, let me get it.
Okay.
Hello. When I was up the hill, that salesperson told me that the mellow rules were now taking a place of the special assessments.
A Mello-Roos is a special assessment. It's an added special assessment. What it is, a Mello-Roos is a bond. So it's in addition to, and they can go up every single year. Now, usually a Mello-Roos, and this flyer is handy dandy, and I'll make sure you guys get it. If you look at this, this is like usually 20 to 40 year bond. So if you are selling a new property right now, is going to probably have Mello-Roos, and this is why I say be careful on what you're purchasing, your buyer's purchasing, because they can be outrageous today on Mello-Roos and the assessments on the taxes. So Mello-Roos is a bond, 20 to 40 years usually. Let's say you buy a house, or you purchase a house, and that house was built in 05, and it's got a Mello-Roos on there, and they're like, well, when does that Mello-Roos expire? What you're going to have to do is, again, that's going to be on a number on your special assessments. It's going to be in red. It's not going to say Mello-Roos. It's going to say whatever bond it is for. You would Google that number, contact the city, because each bond has its own person in charge of each Mello-Roos. So you could have two Mello-Rooses on there. One person's in charge of that one person's in charge of the other one. I myself actually have gone on the city of Fontana, and I have the whole, all the Mello-Roos on there and their numbers. It's a big, probably a 70-page deal, but it lists all the Mello-Roos. So if it comes up, I just send that to the agent, and here's what it is. But you do want to do diligence for your client to let them know that that's going to be there. And guess what? Mello-Roos isn't fixed. It can go up. And that's another thing. When you are buying a house, just know, okay, well, wait, if this is already $2,000 a year, it can go up 2%, 3% each year with each year. There's not like, it's not going to not go up.
Do you know, Vicki, what the
Yes.
percentage is for each year? Like,
No, because they vary.
They vary.
So yes, they vary. So that's why it's important to know what Mello-Roos actually you have, because it can vary between 1% and 2% or 3%. But in the actual verbiage of that specific Mello-Roos, it will tell you the increase per year so you can be more prepared
Okay, so
or
so
run
you
for your
know
life.
ahead of time.
Yep, yep. So Melrose, okay, so CFDs are community facility districts, and that gets confused with a Melrose. It's not a Melrose. A Melrose is going to be another, and I wish I had a sample of a property tax bill with a Melrose, but it'll just be it'll say a bond, it'll say a name, and it will be in red as well, and it'll have a specific number. So we have fixed assessments, we have CFDs, special assessments, and Melrose is also a special assessment. So there are a variety of them. And the ones to be aware of are the ones in red when you get that property tax bill, or you look online, it'll be in red. You get it from the office from Lindsay, it'll be in it should be in red. You look on our website, go to the property tax report, it will be in red. All of the stuff that's going to be most expensive is going to be in red.
So just getting back to Deborah,
Mhm.
going to a new home build. So you can't rely on the agent there, right, Deborah?
Right.
Okay. So
Where'd
go
she-
ahead,
Oh,
Vicki.
I thought she's muted. So yeah, so on this little handy dandy flyer, did you? Okay, go ahead, Deb.
Correct. I do not rely on agents. I rely on our affiliates and my manager, Leilani.
And you rely on yourself too, because
Yes, I do. I do my due diligence. Yes.
yeah.
It's a lot of reading, but I have to cover my butt. Oops.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to bring this up to your attention, especially because, some of you are showing new home builds. And so it's attractive to get a commission and hardly do any work, but you really do have to do some work, And
Yeah.
what Deborah found out is she had to discover what are all these different assessments that her client would end up paying. And
Yes.
sometimes we get so starstruck with the beautiful home models. The models, they look great and our clients are excited, and then they get their deposit in, and then you find out all this stuff. So I would just want to make you aware, do your homework before you bring them to a particular new home build.
Yeah. So if you guys want, I think I've shown you where to go. Like on the new build, this won't work, but either I or you, Leilani, if you want to go to our OC Title website,
Okay.
I can show you guys the property tax report, how valuable that tool is for you and your buyers. It wouldn't necessarily help in Debbie's case on the new build because it's new construction. But if you go to octitle.com,
Do you see me typing it?
mm-mm,
No. Okay. Let me share it again. Where did it go? Okay. Can you see that now?
there you go. And you would sign in.
Okay. I'll just sign in as BHHS Chino.
Sure. And then let's go to properties. Now, if you're going to do a new property, great, but we have a couple properties in here. Let's just see if we can get, does that say, oh, that's our net sheets. Okay, sorry. Let's do, I have one in front of me. I don't know if it's got a special assessment. It doesn't look like it does. I have all these little pieces of paper on my desk. Hang on, let's see if I have one. No, these are all lucky people right here. Let's see.
I have it.
Oh, okay. No, that's the general levy.
You want to give me an address?
I have an address. Let's do 4096 Irish.
Irish?
Mm-hmm. And second word Moss, Moss.
Uh-huh.
And then just put County San Bernardino
Oh,
down here.
yeah.
Sorry, down on the, yeah, there you go. So you guys, that's all you need, FYI, when you go to run a profile or something, you just need the address and the counties. Less is best. And let's see if it works for us. So we hit search. There we go. Now we're going to hit click. Now right here is, see that create property tax report? So this is a 2 folder. So if we don't do anything, but we are going to do something. If we don't do anything, we create it and we get the current tax bill.
You want me to create?
No. Oh,
I did it.
yeah. So what I wanted to show you, okay, we might have to do it again.
Let me get out.
Okay.
I think it's in here.
I think we have to do it again because it won't.
Oh, now it, okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm too quick with the trigger.
It's okay. That's my bad. 096 Irish Moss.
San Bernardino.
And then county, there we go. Okay, click on that guy again, open it up. And let's go to property tax report. Put the optional purchase price. Now this is if, okay, like for Debbie's case, if this weren't a new bill, but if someone's gonna buy this property right now, and this is where it's most important. The seller's in at what it is, right? So we're, in this case, transitioning to a buyer's market. We're gonna wanna know this all the time. So we're gonna say optional purchase price. Let's just say, and I know the purchase price is, or the price is $699,999. And then hit create. Okay, now if you look at this report, this shows you what the current if you scroll up a little bit to the top, it tells you the current rate, tax rate, right? It's already high. It's $8,629.
Yeah.
And there's the tax rate. This is the current stuff. Scroll on down and see the stuff in red. There's the CFDs. Those are not Melrose, okay? But the CFDs do appear in red. And those are going to be your community facilities district. Now I would, if I were me, for a client, I would just, those numbers I was talking about, assessments and bonds, I would Google those. Sorry, I don't have water in here. I would Google those, and then I would make sure, see how it says fixed?
Yeah.
So those are fixed. They're not going anywhere. A Melrose will sometimes say fixed, but sometimes it'll say variable because it can fluctuate. But anytime you see because that right there, that ad valorem right there, because we're luckily we're in California with Proposition 13, our property taxes can go up maximum 1% in California per year for assessed value. Your property tax ad valorem can change depending if the assessed value goes up. So that's why it's a variable. These other guys are fixed, so these aren't going to go up. But if it said variable, keep your eyes out because it can go up.
That's a good tip for you to give us. The
Right?
variable.
Yeah.
So look at this. So if you see these assessments, which they're high, if you look up here, scroll up just a bit more to the top, right? Where's our estimate? Oh, right here, estimated new tax information. This is, look at that amount. So your buyer, instead of the 8,600, is going to be faced with this.
Wow.
And they can base, for a lender or for your buyer's knowledge, even if they have impounds, they're going to know, oh, wait, that's going to be how much per month is my taxes, whether they do impounds or pay them outside of the mortgage. That's how much you're going to have to. That's all right. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So you're going to have that every month, even if the house is paid off. There's your payment right there. You know. So there's your new tax amount based on that. Now, if you look at this estimated supplemental taxes, now this is completely different than what we see down here, assessments and bonds. Those are what they are, okay? But they're gonna the assessor has, and if you wanna go to, well, let's see, I can do it from here. There's a supplemental property tax handy dandy flyer that Leilani has, and I'll make sure you guys have it. I would put this with in your packet I would provide this to your buyer, this flyer that we have,
Okay, let me get it.
because now depending on when you close, and then we'll get to that flyer. There we go.
Yeah, hold on, let me do it again.
Okay.
You see it?
Yep. So,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of small print. If you just go to the second page down to the bottom, so scroll up just a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. There's our example and blah, blah, blah. Every single property will have this will be effect. Now, what'll happen is your buyer's going to get, let's right now, okay, right now, property tax statements are going out in the mail. And they're the regular installment property taxes, 2223. That's the regular bill. Now, depending on when you close, you may be getting your supplemental bill too, which is going to be another bill entirely separate from your property taxes. So a lot of times people are like, oh, this is my property tax bill. I got impounds. It's fine. That is fine. Supplemental property tax bill is not in your impounds. It's separate, and it is also in 2 installments. I have seen it where people disregard it, not realizing that it says clearly supplemental taxes. But sometimes people are just like, oh, that's that's being handled. It's good. And they will get penalized if they don't pay it. So be aware, the supplemental property tax bill, it's hard to determine when you will get it because the assessor is on their own agenda. It can be, usually it's a month or 2. It could be 6 months. It could be a year later before you get that supplementary bill. But it's coming. And you can always call the assessor and find out when it's coming. That estimate that we saw, depending on when you close, will depend on how they figure it out. So this little calculator on this flyer,
Sorry, get out.
let's see. Sorry, I know I wish we had 2 screens actually.
This.
So this little calculator. Now you notice July isn't in here because July 1st is when our fiscal year starts for property taxes. So your whole year is owed. So they will July, if you close on July 1st, it's the new year. So you're gonna get a supplemental tax bill, but it's gonna not be prorated. Okay. So if you scroll up a little bit on the example, just to make it make sense somewhat, the county auditor, this is a simple example. So we saw on that property tax bill what the estimated supplemental taxes were going to be depending when we close. That's our amount. Based on this example, that amount is this amount, 1,000. Let's just say this is our sample. It's $1,000. That's what the assessor says. And depending on the day you close, so it does show you, the change of ownership takes place, let's say we close September 15th. So you go to the 1st of the following month, and that's when the proration starts. And that's the factor per day. That's how they calculate how much it's going to be. That's how the proration. Now, I've done the math on an actual supplemental tax bill. It came in, and it's to the penny. So if you are that person and you go, okay, and it's here, buyer, explain this to me, agent, because you're going to get the call, and then I'm going to get the call, right? And then here, this is how it works, and it helps us educate them how it works, or give them, this is how it works.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when will it, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Vicky, we're just running out of time.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
but you know what I'll do is I have these flyers, I'll email it to everybody. But I
Yes.
just wanted everyone to be aware, and this supplemental handout is a really good one to give
Very good.
clients. And you know that we have to disclose this to all our clients, our buyers.
Yes.
Okay, so Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Vic,
no, no, that's
but
fine.
Thank
It's
you
a big
for the
thing. It's a,
input and thank you
yeah.
for making time, even though you're not feeling.
Oh no, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And you guys just holler me and I'll be able to go over this with you one-on-one as well.
Yeah. So it is complicated.
Yep.
So read your handouts when you get them today. Okay.
Thank
And
you
then
guys.
Talk to Vicky. All right, Ragnar,
Thank you very much.
it's your turn, Ragnar. There you are.
Hi, good everyone. Good morning, team. Actually, Vicky or Leilani, I would love a copy of that. I was intently following because I never can really explain to clients who close on a home supplemental taxes and how it's calculated, why it is. So count me in for one of those.
You'll get it.
Yeah, team. I'm excited for tomorrow. I've worked. I probably have. I felt like a researcher the past few months, and in preparation for this, I really found a lot of eye-opening statistics. And a lot of this is going to come to, I think, really your surprise. Almost, I felt like, oh my goodness, are we being lied to by the media? No, but I'm going to keep it short. Just because, yeah, tomorrow, I hope all of you can attend. A lot of good information. Obviously, it'll be food, but it'll be just good to connect with you guys. I'll be basically going over, what's going on with rates right now. There's just so much going on. I feel like an economic expert now. I've literally had to dive into CPI, GDP, Bank of London, Bank of Japan, Bank of Canada, Bank of England, and what's going on over there. There is Treasury bond crisis is everywhere right now. The market is super volatile, and none of this might make sense to you. I hope to unpack a lot of this for you tomorrow, but yeah. So from on a rate side of things, the past month has just not been good. Freddie finally, I'm gonna say this. I think they did a disservice, but Freddie finally admitted this morning that rates are officially in the 7s. Okay, so if you just Google mortgage rates, it's gonna come up, oh, it's in the 7s, but it's kind of like, come on, guys, it's been in the 7s for the past few months. But in any case, the average is there. But look, we here are not here to flip out about it. There is another side to all this. There's a winning chance, and I firmly believe it. And so tomorrow, I do ask for some. I'm going to be a little bit apologetic up front right now if I seem to be too preachy or too motivational, speaker here. But every word that comes out, I'm going to mean it. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to take away the information, just really empowered to go out there and why you need to sell right now and why really it is a good time to sell right now. I think we've been bombarded with too much information that has not told the whole truth. And again, I had to literally recount, double check these, the data. I mean, 10 times over. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. We have been just kind of rat racing or hamster racing in this wheel right now. And we need to hop off of it. I'm really excited to see you guys. I'm actually going to leave it there. Just know that the bond market, the rates have been officially, they announced that it's in the 7s. We are expecting worse by the end of this year. So yeah, it's really time to be equipped with the real reasons of what's going on and why we should really be winning in this market right now. Okay, I hope to see all of you folks tomorrow.
Thank you, Ragnar. And I hope you guys will sign up. I think it's so important that we be upfront at the forefront in knowing this industry, especially so we can guide our clients. Miguel, if you're on there, can you mention what's going on in the marketplace? Because, we sometimes look at the national level and we really need to look at our own local level. I guess I want you to share the experience with your buyer who was trying to game the system.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Well, this is what happened recently with one of my clients that we put the offer rate like twice different houses. but he's been trying to use the same strategy, which is putting the offer below the what they ask. This last one that we offer and everything, the house was priced at 1.3 million. The day that we decide to put the offer, they dropped the price to 1.2. So my client say, okay, let's offer 1.15, which the seller replied back with a counter offer with a 1.175. And my client said he didn't want to move forward with that one. Said, oh, let's wait, see what's going to happen this weekend. And then we approach it back again. Weekend happened. He didn't say nothing about it to counter back, anything like that. So Monday, when he makes his decision to go ahead and offer the money that they was asking, the house was already gone. It entered on escrow during the weekend. Yeah. And just for his decision that he tried to outbid and tried to go against what we actually what I tell him to do. Now he learned his lesson. Twice happened to him. So I already told him, like, you don't want this thing to happen to you the third time. Now you need to listen to me.
Well, thank you, Miguel, for sharing that. So it's still, it's not tanking the market, but we just need to help guide our clients. And so I think the third time tells the tale. So hopefully he learned his lesson the 2 times before. But thank you for sharing that, Miguel. And as Ragnar said, tomorrow is Lunch and Learn. I hope that, I get lonely being stuck at home. So it's kind of nice to get out. I hope that you'll be able to join us. Betty Jo, let's go talk about the
Leilani?
Yes, go ahead, Miguel.
Can I mention something about what Rona was talking about, like my experience this last weekend that I went, actually last week, that I went with my wife to her conference over there in Arizona. Mm-hmm. About the race, that he was mentioned that it's gonna get a little ugly and everything, which is true. I mean, like, predictions is they say like November race they're gonna go up again, and then in December it's gonna go up again. So like he mentioned, it's gonna get ugly. Next year is predicted possible to drop below 5 next year around this time.
So we'll need to figure out, is it good to buy now? Which Ragnar says yes. So we'll discover.
Yes, it is, because part of what I understand and for what they say, home prices they're gonna keep going up. So you have the chance to, even if you get it with a high interest rate, you don't gonna get the appreciation even if you buy later on with a low interest rate, because prices they're gonna jump again. Okay. As soon as the interest rate,
right?
Yeah, so they can refinance.
So you're saying get your foot in the door now before home prices really jump up in 2023. You could always refinance.
Correct.
So this is what we're going to learn tomorrow on how to strategize for our buyers and our clients.
There you go.
Okay, thank you very much for adding that, Miguel. And so we'll hear more from Ragnar tomorrow. Betty Jo, I'm just turning it over to you about the 2023 calendars.
Okay. I don't know how many, I did talk to Emily yesterday for a little bit, and I just wanted to mention that Leilani and I did an order together, and I was going to suggest that to you too. If you don't want to buy 2 boxes, maybe you can go in with somebody else and you each buy 1 box. That's kind of what Leilani and I did, because I only wanted about 100 and she did too. So if any of you are hesitating because you don't want to buy 2, please, go in with somebody else and you guys can share the cost. So, the calendars are there, the recipe calendars are still there, everything, still there. So it's a good time to buy. Plus you get those free little stickers through the end of the month, 100 little stickers. They're just, encouraging little stickers that you can stick on documents or little flyers or envelopes, whatever you want to do. But
and I see in the chat that Deborah says that Mari and her already did it. So they got their calendars.
Oh, they did. They got
Yeah.
their stickers.
You guys jumped on it. That's
Very
how
good.
you take action.
Yeah.
There's no stickers though.
She
You
No
didn't get the
stickers.
stickers?
No.
Well, you
Just
know
our
what? Ask her.
I'll tell her then. Is it
Okay.
under your name?
Huh?
Is it under your name?
Yes. It came to
Okay.
my house.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Well,
call her.
Good job, Mari, and good job, Deborah. So,
Yeah, you guys went in together. That's good. So encourage, a lot of you to go ahead and do that.
So Deborah Myers already got her calendars. Wow, you guys are on top of it.
She gets stickers?
Did you get
I'm checking
Deborah
on
Myers?
stickers.
All right.
It was promised, she did say you could get
Okay,
stickers.
well,
to the
maybe
end.
she can give us extra stickers in our package and we can distribute it to the
Pass
other.
them out. Okay.
Okay, no stickers. And she got it 2 weeks ago. So she jumped on it really fast.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so Betty Jo, find out if we can get extra stickers for the other
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. And tomorrow we'll have an advanced training for Berkshire Hathaway's Zoom meeting at 9 o'clock. So just wanted to let you know, it's the new agent panel. I mean, not the new agent, it's just an agent panel. So these are top agents in the company, so you can learn what they do. And I did want to share with you a flyer that they have. And I was thinking about our agents in the office. Let's see if I can stop share. In case you want to take advantage of more training, can you see this flyer here? It says
Yeah.
Real Estate Boot Camp Series. If you were a Tarbell agent, you'll know we called it Quick Start. But this is once a week. Well, it's 2 times a week, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and then Saturdays at 10 a.m. The ones on Tuesday are live classes, and you'll see here what the topics are: working with buyers, working with sellers, the escrow process, scripts, handling objections, and social media strategies. That's all live in Bellflower. Then on Saturdays at 10 a.m., there are the online classes. So there are 4 topics there: the listing presentation, lead generation strategies, CRM, and the BHHS marketing resource. I'm going to find out if they're recording any of these, because I know driving to Bellflower in the evening on a Tuesday evening might be prohibitive for people, but you like the topic, so I'll find out. But if you want to take that extra step and just go out on Tuesday evening, that would be good. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate your attendance, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the office. Vicki, if you feel better, just come over. All right. So you take care. Have a great, wonderful day. And Renee, hi. Good to see you back. Hope you had a good vacation. So, all righty. Let me play our music. Yay.
Doing a
Thank
good
you,
job.
Deborah.
You're doing a good job, Leilani.
Oh, thank you, Betty
With
Jo.
all the music and everything.
Yes.
I'm
And bless
learning
George.
how to
Bless George.
ambidextrous. Oh, I'm going to send you a
And bless you too.
Yeah,
because
tell
I know you're
George
not
to
on
say hi.
Facebook.
Okay.
I will. Take care, everyone. Thank
Okay.
you, Vicki. Yolanda, I hope you come tomorrow. So take care. Okay. Whoops. All right.
There you go.
Okay. Take care, Brandon. I hope you feel better. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Betty Jo. So let's
Thank
get
you.
some stickers.
Yes, and you know what? I left my phone at the store, so if anybody tries to call, I have to go get my phone.
Uh-oh.
It's there. I did
They have it.
check
Okay,
last
good.
night, but
All right. Take care. All right. Bye, everyone. See you later.
bye.
Bye-bye.